Chema Wontumi na galam say Chema Wontumi between 15 years. You are charging with Chema Wontumi.
Canada Japan on your presidential material, Canada Japan should be knowledgeable, at least in economics.
I'm assuming we say swapping from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia now will be the economy nation inside or no of school or your economists no. Yanibaya hono na or dollar na to 17 cities or minor jija.
So when you saw the mismanagement when Ken Ofori-Atta, Abina, the finance ministry, and Dr. Bawumia in charge of the economic management team.
Stop it right there. Just go straight to your question and answer, and don't be name calling.
Minimum the last school Canada Japan call it.
In some way, for Nina Koba, Bium Emra, Jumadi, Sanso Tanasia, and Sama Ekoso or my Ganamu. Yadinina Ebre, I have one fino. Yet Dihon como President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Como Bre, and a Freeman Penny, Asye, Eba, and what you know, Chama Wontumi, Sesameno Kase, a quiet court, a Konia Ba, Attorney General, and in Sambia Baba Tuja, Amos Sesameno Kase. Chama Wontumi is in trouble. Quick one. Ebe remna feni Dihon como na bibia ay kama enochi Sam George ekopie mu ewo account committee na enochi no na no don Kufuor and former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta wamubo fu papa edienti ena ediabufoyi aba quick one ebe rem na Dihon como na bibia ay kama baransa na no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kam Woma kasembi edi aku onamu Kennedy akompreko agyapong ho fia sisi ameno kasei enkomo fracture banabusua esawani esesame ena me catch quick one yenkotie nsemo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia camp woma dia edi abufo aba yekoba ebeto ansem no so.
A straight win for Dr. Bawumia. I'll be surprised if people in the MPP vote for Canada Japan. Canada Japan socially, traditionally, intellectually on your presidential material. And this must show. Ghanaians must demonstrate that we care about people who become our presidents. In the first place, poor countries. When you go into the literature of development, especially those that border on the development of poor countries, there's one key argument about leadership. And there's a short statement that leadership matters. And that political leaders in such countries should be knowledgeable, at least in economics. They should be knowledgeable generally and in economics. Minimum the last school Canada Japan call it.
Fordham College, New York.
I mean, a friend is saying, as a student, a distance study program. Or full time?
That I don't have that information. I just let me find it out.
Full time.
My name I don't know, honestly.
Openi uko school. Nanim dear Raumwa. There's one thing having a certificate, and there's another thing, through your actions and inactions, demonstrating that some values, new values have been, placed in you. That's one thing. When you take the social traditional issues, tell me a conductor in public the way you do, even in the last elections, the pronouncements, they are very unbecoming of a potential president. Very, very unbecoming of a potential president. You can engage a lady, a woman who might have hurt you in whatever way, openly in public, and use certain words. Words are traditionally, you do beko or hima fie, akobo charge. What I don't know who's over the idea. And on the basis of this, the party faithful should not vote for him. Nobody should tell us that he's going to be able to influence with money. A straight win for Dr. Bawumia.
Okay, I'm sure. Mr. Bright. Mamo Kwaba. Mejoso. And Sembebre and a Koso. But then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia come. And some of the Atuga. Afa Honorable Kennedy Huni, a quick one. yɛne ho nkɔmmɔ because nsɛm bebree ɛwɔ ha
mame na wase na menkyia yarefo nyinaa owura no Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Amache Boatin wɔ political science lecturer wɔno ɛnana yɛ tenene no na sɛ owura na no kwasɛm nie ne nsɛm na ɔde agu hɔ no bɛsɛ me fa ne bɛsa afafa bɛsa miɛnsa na mekyire mu yie wɔde no korɛ ɛne baabia nyansa nim nyinaa na ɔde afra and I want to attack education aspect in first.
Say be ono so nim oka.
O nim ne oka, the brighter. Ya ma me no ma wo mu wo dwom no. Bebre na nko school da. Yeah. But edru ba me ne tontos. Aya daka ba ko 7,000. Yeah. But no mu tumi kofa besie 7,000 no ese nya mfaso wo so. A school for ya na yede wo mabu o man yi. O mu na ko sign sa aya strategic mobilization limited. Yeah. Omo any SML no ene de kade abre o man na yetwa mu eye sen school fo ya ana gigi sika omo de akokotu amana say eda won mo say national cathedral more than billions yentimi anto blog one room tenten eda ho the same school fo ya wo ma ko school ebinim ye doctors ebinim kra PhDs no ne ade no omo na de 12 billion so omo de kwa akoye dam ewo esrem ebesi na ya hu dam ya hu amana ane ya hu blog ewo ho no sankrofo ya ana yenya port data ye friend say ye voter region ya de to ne yi nipa won mo ye mpanyimfo a won mo da no but ye nwura nkoa only signboard ne si won mo this so kompanyimfo ya ana Ghana ha no mo ya discard ya se won mo nsa so mo mfanya adwuma a mo ka chese sika ba wo mo di besi agenda 11 ko wi ache no wo mo ntimi an complete emu half kra the so company mfo ya a wo mo kusuku a wo ma ben professors ye ane ade ane ka chese 5 interchanges wa shantemantam anya che no so amede na wa shantemantam wo no ehu sika sama ya ready enti wo mo bewie na na kwaku for ka chese by 2024 no mo be commission and interchange no wa hini so sometimes wrong any school kwa na menyansa wajimi say they don't say do nkati akan was school pepe jimi
o kan asem bi o se ohun se ai Canada Japan ai economist na o man no so u ba bebu e o se utimi nim economist kaka
minim any background bi afa John Dramani mama ho o ye economist
na okay asem na
I communicator
okay asem na se me be si mi tim se na se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ai economist and so still now but na konwa no so be vice president no economy no ye failure
nice point John Ejekum Kufo minim baby and background or economist flight challenger John Rollins minim baby and background or economy economy a minim no pa or economy pa no any Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia no ntina na dan kwa Akufo Addo kofa ne ba ya or economist John Vivian Satamis so me sedan kind education background there but I think say a man mu nyina de nim say or economist na ne background no de o say de sua sika samo pa entote no Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia no mo de ba bebu mine no ekosi say the writer ya the school sa twa ye ho hia but then no there are some people who are very successful despite a fine no school go do here na say na ye say despite enche bia and ye say wo call university as say ye hu ya ne say that ye ne ye say wawie a fine na despite a fine wo school akwaduru and then uba empanyimfo woduru wo krom hanomo a fine no makosu chida no fine no school no makwadura but they are successful in life. So sometimes any school and indeed in this 21st century no ubenya so benya education background kakra na nyesa kon e wo so nya kakra and I know say Canada okumpre ko Japan say den centroni ne ka kire no wa ko school ni bi mpa anya Ghana ha no mo e na okọ no so education background na sa professor we kan no amem say professor na dwimu ha kakra e wo e ho no mo then mami free education background ho no because medical aka say enne wo be Ghana no kra wo mo ma successful no dodo na any wiase nyina wo be come Mark Zuckerberg any wo mo bie ayi kese ni ade no wo mo education background no enkwa but sanyanko body nyansa ni nimde ne de mawa enfa wo no education background enu nti na Canada Japan watumi bie factories awodo no even though say the lecture yi kan ye no kra na education background enye na eho na apusi ti no kra ya dance. Let me come to this point. Okay, bibi efa ne character ho. Say edru baby a obi a otumi ne oba atigina na sabe ensema oka e wo sen kekwa ahemfie mpo no otumi ka na ode kire sa oba no radio so. Indeed, hono menene ya adwen kakra e de tie nie as political figure and as a man po a wonye wadwen se bia o ye politics na akọ ba bi no enye enika sasa wuti we ye be hu se wasore na wugina bonten social media yi so na ebia wo de wo baase e de to no ho enye ejigredu
ba de no kwan so bi nso ka se Donald Trump kwan so ba be di president too.
But you won't say Donald Trump did radio so what do baby asset no.
So no na kwese.
Why radical? Said the Kenya Japan radical no. But characters no edifa e wo ho no. Enti said the eno no mene ne ya adwen sometimes Kenya Japan eko we water na nke ni kwaso ko but obi nso be ka say eto da so o ka say wo di bodam ni achi na wo dware wo so wa bodam no mun say obi dware wawuro ne ho nyina no wo dware ne ta wo de ase wo no wi anu no obehia de abepa no ho oso abodam wo kwa akoyi so se nipo na mpia mfira dwan ho no amagye ne ta wo wi a obede no abepa no ho but eto fa ne ho ne ka sa ne nkoko rade mana and sometimes enyo bia ne betumi anya abotre se we de wabodam ti wonko obe retaliate de wo de bae no with your own medicine.
But abusha my problem is se oso wona bo candidate say no ntimi ni president a enye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na wo kwa campaign ama no eyesa wo trade wo yele cho kan university de ba me sunu no se wo so adwen wo fam because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na no bia de economy ne hye ne nsa ono a ko school a oye economist no ye ni boy ho no na o dollar na do 17 cedis o man na gija
me no ya adwen ho etina me sha se a mi yi ho no e de ko ye no se wono ye economist said ye nim no but the do man share nsa under his watch no say no man sikasem ekokodiye me free wo e na me address other issue and no say very important pa e ho no me ne ya adwen say Kennedy suba bi won ma and then minim say Kennedy na nkasa wa regret say any sometime no want that mentality say bi obaba bedi mampanyini another achi bi ba bi opeso kwa and I think say nye bi wo ye the past na and go repeat e wo ho no mo afei ma me free wo e na oka ba ko say on some fatakura so ye president honey dear no
na Bawumia fata so ye president
said ye na wo ka no John Donald Trump ye nyina ye ni medu ba bi kura ye say asawo woni asawo ni bi akwakoda na ne case wo court no ne ade wo ye very radical on so nsemu no so wo ye obebo na dwen de aksew e wo ho no mo wo ye president e wo United States of America ye ba ye ni ye Ghana hanma ye betumi akasa even Rollins na on that self bana na Kennedy say o didi atam rough of ne man no onaredi but na ye Rollins so other aspect bia na binum free say ensem fata because of the way I know see ash no so ba be president obewura mu e be ye mampanyini e wo ho no mo ennei na na do Akufo-Addo so go back now the Nana Akufo-Addo CV to her now kaya it was allegedly say empo na yire free mampon ono your friends say Nana Akufo-Addo eka ho e na oba ni free mu and during his heydays no I know person be mampanyini this issue nyina bobo bai a wo mo bedi betwe mu na position e de ka say wo mampon say na ye wo ko oye obi oye radical wo bro ma wo num ri ene sa ne ma na mo de be toto abonten ho but enu nyina achi no Nana Akufo-Addo the character ne be the sre no ne stature said you city no one says obey president no obetim be president apart from that no so we no na the to nchen ya Kennedy Japan mi hu bibia waya eye so huge enu nti wonti me president e wo no mo the writer obia na ne character ya wa kraman ane ye wo kra hu na obu ani chese no okọ kraman hu a wontumi mu ani chie obe reply no ode ko wanim e wo enti some mekeka ni nyina bom na mere sa lecture yi ni nsem ode betu dwa na to be frank with you emu kakra bi ana me ne be ya
na wo se na me ne ya dwen ene Ken University also mu sua ne ma pa
na me ne ya dwen yi because as a
lecture say Ken University wo mu sua ne ma pa
oh yeah
na we lecture pa me ko school na we be jama nim so chama dia me jai
the right we are in an era of politics and Ghana politics na ye no very deep emu sabai so as lecturer no na bia no sa e won favorite or political party bia ojo sa na school no nyina e wo
na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be di vice president okroma ye hu na
o ko free obi sesi ada lecture bi so na ade ne ba obaba be hili Kennedy Japan no ka tell say sa ne ma na oye na e sa lecture we ka say bia odi wo ba bia tam ne tia ne ma nyina no e good enti obia na dwen ene obia na bia otai
but me say Bawumia be vice president okroma si hu no
oh yeah
ye hu na dwuma ho ye
ya mi ye hu no
jade na say wono no ne se o se di president di adwuma no oba be ya boa me no mienu
yedi ka hu Bawumia na adwuma oba ya obeye economy ba bi odi koduru ye atrosem ketasese proye ne kankan a ebaye and say ode Bawumia adwuma oba beye as vice president na brabo a wabo e wo mamu ni ade na ade to Kennedy Japan wa ba bi obeka se Bawumia ahead of Kennedy Japan and character. Sometimes the truth must be told. Someone to say ebia directly Bawumia ejina radio so na say baby ni wodi atem
say Kennedy wajai he say wajai
but yeah go back. But no still no and no bitimi ba no beka say yet Bawumia aye o hinted yecha o behind of abronye any other figures mu kokanom an o mu di atem a o mu di Kennedy Japan atem a Kennedy aye din ontumi mekasa nche o mu say o mu nyan enti waye no snake and grass asa ono de omma ma o mu say ono amu na edi atem but we behind of others o mu edi atem enti so we characters ni mienu na obi ye ne direct and obi nya ne direct enti ni nyina ka bebua ebesi se wo mu nyina o mu yenipa once they are Ghanaians over 40 years no qualify no ma dream da no they all qualify but it is up to you and I so no qualify no another candidate no ya better say as a political party you choose the free so betimi aboa yen amo party no are any power so sometimes we go MPP no na bia Bawumia ana waji din we MPP mu but we ba Ghana na as entire Ghana na say na Bawumia etie e wo no ti say ni nyina as a political party no mo anhwe no mo amfa ntoto no mo anhwe na mo didi ne ma bi echi a mo ba ko koyi candidate bia model beba no na Ghana for be rejecting na mo party ne de mo pe e wo honom.
Okay abusuan fi ho na enko ha sei Sam George kopie mu e account committee na say okoya account na enum no ene nsem bi kopie e wase a na no don ko kufado ene kenofori atta wo mo bo fu yentie ensama esi yemre koba abusuan meto aso.
Ghana Post will be looking at your financial performance and financial position today. So on your financial performance, I can see that the bottom line, Ghana Post posted a very good profit from the initial loss position from 2022. But then I just want to understand a few things. Your operating cost went up by about 35%. And the general and administrative expenses also went up by 51.8%. I just want to understand, looking at the increase in revenue as against the increases in your expenditure, what accounted for that high increase in expenditure for 2023?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the answer is very simple in one word: the mismanagement of the economy by the Akufo-Addo administration. Because a lot of the increases, Ghana Post pays a lot of airlines for the transporting of the parcels that we send to Europe and the United States, and we pay that in dollars. So when you saw the mismanagement when Atta, Abina, and co were at the finance ministry, and Dr. Bawumia in charge of the economic management team, you then saw that...
Respect me, Minister. Stop it right there. Just go straight to your question and answer, and don't be name calling. You understand? Minister, please answer the question. Oh, when this was there, Oh, Minister, I don't think that is how we should be here. You are here. You have been here before. I have been where you are before.
I'm guided,
Let's just
Chairman.
Go straight to the point.
I'm guided, Chairman.
Thank you.
So in 2023, when the CD depreciated, you realize that because we're paying in dollars, if you were paying a fee of $100 to an airline and the exchange rate was 8, our expenditure would have been 800 cedis. And then when it went to 16 in 2023, you then have the challenge that your expenditure now becomes 1,600. So that's what accounted for that. So it's the forex losses, yeah. But I'm sure that when you see the 2025 financials, you realize that even though we are doing more volumes, our expenditure would have dropped, because now with a better, stronger CD that's trading very favorably, you'll realize that our forex expenditure will be better.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Minister. I'm just looking at, I had earlier indicated that the bottom line for 2023 improved from a loss position of 1.2 million. All I wanted to understand was what accounted for the increases in the general admin expenses. And we are looking at the respective officers at these institutions. So going forward, we are looking at how best we can keep costs down and not just spend anyhow. That is why I asked that question. So we'll move on to the financial position, Minister. I can see that they improved slightly on their ratios, but then it's still not enough to be able to meet their short-term liabilities. So I would encourage that going forward, we pay attention to some of these things so at least we don't get into situations like this. Thank you, Chair.
We are guided, Chair, and I can assure you that, you see, 2022 as well, with in all fairness to the previous administration, was also a recovery period. So the revenues were now picking up again, because in 2021, don't forget there was COVID. And so once there was COVID and you couldn't do a lot of movement of parcels, the recovery process is slow. It takes some time for it to build up. And so you then saw them go back to full profitability in 2023. So that's why you see the profit margin. But then the point is the profit could have been more if the Forex thing was also low. So, yeah.
Minister, it's not just the Forex. If you had reduced other expenditure, because usually that is one thing I have seen, I mean, running through most of the...
say if they had reduced expenditure.
Minister, there's continuity in government, so you better stop that and move on.
Okay, I'm sure. Public Accounts Committee. Sam George, Sam George, you call no. Or say or you prepared. But I'm not for so bonus so boss. At the end of the year, you don't to Abama more. Into your problem, no more solving a munya said you more complaining book for the Nick and for that support. To be frank, as a media, you ain't no crowns and Maquasam no swat. See, I can't be all complaining. In fact, about we complaining cry. Oh, I'm telling you. From day one, the two about I was Ghana had it here, John Draman, Mama 2016. Bonidia, Copamsia to Abbey. MPP Bonidia. Bibia Bonidia. Where Minister we bondi, President ebo, Vice ebo, First Lady ebo, Communicators ebo. And here can one more so far. As a woman young fast, so one complaining call back to the previous government now. I think that currently there, this NDC government for 9 months and there, who can say almost complaining too much, make us up. I'm telling you. Someone foresee better sorry, Energy Minister Siminie. Attorney General Siminie, Sam George, Sam George, Minie, Okuja to Siminie. So now also complaining. Me say, so what the two previous and what they are. Where would the woman complaining grass? That's the fact. Woman complaining grass. Public Accounts Committee said the medical can no question no more yejuma. Mami from or say asare. Wa yejuma. Na mami you say ni video bi a me san hwe ye. Emra na MPP wa ban mu no. Ono so ko pie mu ho ma o busa no questions ma. Where so tutuma o mo no tina man for complaining. Say obehwe a yes an interview no mo. O ka che Sam George say wa betena ba bi ono no tere pen. E na ono so abetena ha no mo pen e ne ade. De we bi so nyina ne say against Sam George ba ya wo manya ani sika kakra aba fotuo no mu na de kototo kowachi 2023 nom ani ade eba ne sei ani wotumi aye ne saa empo saa time anu no refer no kan wo de a kire say sempo sanye mismanagement sika ntoto ya wo man ntoto ne yie no mu ye ne ma basa awon nada kwakufu ado abamu na ya friend say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na bamu anu ono osai asare wo yes chair e Public Account Committee na enka ebi kura nka bi anka be hu ne eche seyi eno na woman ne tisi mu a na all ka chen say on hold on now on go straight to the point. No, you can never go straight to the point. Abra won't refer to the point. It started from somewhere. And it's all person who make it fair analysis. I was so coachy. Now go for previous no. Now the better enunti na chair no or bisano say ede na si enunti enei amna basa enunti I was all go back. Now go chem no de esi na no na etimiya besi so mo say enei de ye and indeed so bo sa three figures ni dia onye from so because another I president Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia aye your friend say economic management team chairman and we vice president Samami or say Asari one aye deputy finance minister enti obonidin no more can for reatadia wanya from sobia because a basic canto to yehua as deputy finance minister you have a say and indeed some people even are saying say or maybe a serious kasa woman when conte public account committee so sam yen kono nso gina court I'm telling you me say or maybe a serious and kasa woman we conte public account committee sam yen kono nso gina court no so print
now why dey
as deputy finance minister na de boss yeah na e de ahwase aba SML ya mokosan ya e de nimguase de aba na aba na betwam no onka ho bi was he not part yeah kesi kasem Ghana was he not part and the necessary kasem anko yie ni e twiki no for riata where do baby owo ni e pene prosecute na ne deputy not open ya na open say it will maybe a serious woman we mabana baso say indeed sorry near dia or the yes public account committee no so right now we end this senior memo obunfu and I think that she is doing well to get something good out of my point is no and no momba my point is no you fan say NPP wo no oye jirigogo aya na banti wanye die na woso ye and wakata ne maso for now no why na just obey ni mu no aye adwuma nka na expecting so obey previous government na mum na be kode aboa mo because sane ma oye nyina no emma obi a obebia ye prepared so obeto sa frema osai asare no enti e wo so wo ye prepare well no oba no obehia no obeka some judge this is not the first time even abra abani board din say communication minister no oba no a oba vet no so banta ko ho no okura ne ba okura ne first and figures okura ne records wo ya no de to so one of the figures and as a political figures e wo mema I think say I like his boldness and in the film no and in the figure no say otnasia the kind of film I would speak here now nsemu as on sorry no I like that side of Sam George any idea and woman so she's doing well beboa NDC so they shouldn't blame him at all sene se cause Sam nka wo so wogina aban nim no so play ni tia na enko so this current government here so obey the needful na ene no kwadu na ye bobo no wo ma ye jeje chiwo no wono so bi beka no akọ nsemu eti Sam George I say thumbs up Wontumi M14 say aden will call back now all call reference so reference in one man nka abrabo na ebo no kra nka enyeye sanse eto da bia wo ba koduru ba bia na wo sa kai wachi no akọ de oye ya anyeye no then you come back with new directions
chama Wontumi se de akoy court akoniaba na chama Wontumi nkrofo no de nsem bia tudwa ama akofa bufu aba but then Attorney General and this answer me ever tudwa or see AJ which is Attorney General withdraws charges against Akonta Mining General Manager Edward Ekuokon after he offers to testify for state in Wontumi's Tanonumri Forest Galamsey trial. Not just Attorney General I withdraw case against Chama Wontumi the manager ewo Akonta Mining say no oba bedi adanse etia Chama Wontumi na eno chiri okutie nkoma Chama Wontumi nkrofo edie koba abusuapani kofu so aduomi ewo info bebre ewo chi
abrante ba ko a woka ho a ye charge no with Chama Wontumi Edward Kwesi Ekuokun ya charging with Chama Wontumi together with others and Akonta Mining they are standing trial will be a charges ebo no ho court ko amiku bi anumre ye enie me honu manu bi ka che me say omo ye nim be tie ntwen me hwe ya o ma confirm was AG withdraws charges against Akonta Mining against Akonta Mining General Manager Edward Ekuokun after he offered to testify for state in Wontumi's Tano Nimbre Forest Galamsey trial. Eti enipa na wone Chama Wontumi allegedly eye adwuma ewo Akonta Mining no. Ya o mama the post o ye general manager no. Menim so mun kuta na me sign na positive say wone general manager there. They have to prove in court. Afedie enipa ya ma charge no together with Chama Wontumi ya ye nyina ye ka ho ne bo mode boa ya ma ye secured the bail bond of 10 million Ghana cedis 3 sureties to justify yet ma ye nyina ma wa free mu no ene anwumre dia babonte de say attorney general say afedie yenua ekoko what he's no longer accused nemom no omo manaba be dia danse ama aban no etiache ma Wontumi. I told you in the morning say trust NDC say tomorrow there will be dramatic in court. Omo person mo ya de bia say Chema Wontumi na galamse but no de fa cheme wa dwebe o se be na ye dam no wabo because Chema Wontumi woni asase bia so otutu gold but galamse koso e de Chema Wontumi na say galamse no galamse koso a never seen in the history before. It is Chema Wontumi but on person mo bibia ne de hye ne kon meka che Ghana fo a must the messages afrefre dodo na ye very worried they say what is going on. Ese so for bi so ahye nkom say Chema Wontumi ye de never tum wa anya careful a ye de never tum 15 years no kre emra na wo say say we galamse dey say one fangi kutia wa na mu anya 15 years obetima debu pa so 25 years enti no for me ko bi kan kai se da nyangwa de but egofo odidie wona mabi mu enti Chema Wontumi nya akwara na se be producer wono so de the freedom edi agro when me say NDC ni no edi esie asem de say kan court no ye be kan court de say kan asori fi be kan asori fi de say kan abosom dem ye be kan abosom dem de say kan wiem so ye be kan wiem so a ye be kan so enti no ye da mase words of encouragement edem wa mo ye mu hihye mu say Chema Wontumi enye bibi agesa and this for tomoni asine so no kre obotomoni asine so but trust me Yakopon eni nyina edi ahoto no so
Chema Wontumi ne nkofo ya mame ntaka attorney general de na memra sa ansam na nsendrofo nto wona keka no so no this is not the first time so obeka edubu ahin case ne crime ebisi sa and emra wo ho no mo and he has his freedom by law so obetumi determine why ade no
abranche bi efre no Andy de no Chema Wontumi edi no onamu Kennedy ne nkofo ne ba ko de betu dwa se Chema Wontumi case ni kodi attorney general ho no Andy no so yi Chema Wontumi mai enti asa Chema Wontumi ne nkofo ni nyina yi ni ma
true ba bia de brighter me ya manager adwuma no brighter media ene obi enwu a ofisa wo dia but the manager wo na obi en adwuma no ana wafa wo na wo hwe adwuma nso na wo yo eduru ba bi na bibia ba a efa campaign no ho a wo dia ye day to day administration a wo toto ba bia ye kutu galamse no woni ho hwe
but eni kwa se mikoko yi ma akwa za kromfo se mukokro no bo na yancho ni etimia mini wo kwa sa meka se na abusua ka ho
Gibraltar it is different from this sir see ye kokro no bo ye nyina decide say ye kobokro no and enu mpo no ebinum so e oath edin sidin tam say eko na ede obeka ho no bibi ebesi bia na se ye chewa ye mo obi edin wo mo so but this is a company our employee will be Gibraltar ye employee na ba adwuma no ma anya adwuma no security bia na woni mu anya na akope concession no what do you say medwuma wura na beka say aha ya de ama gate ya no etimo wura na mo koye adwuma then who supervise na day to day aye work na ebeko so no obeye ho that's what I know it is a duru baby na say adwuma na akoye mfumso na ye bechi adwuma no a na ye de na kwa the best how betimi explain things no aye the adwuma wura wo na wo ye manager no day to day administrations no ana bibi won ma ye bisa na nso ni bibi kakra betimi afa e bia ye kwaje concession no na oni ho no mu bi wo de ato ani e be for say yakonya we wa ha enti kona kwa ye adwuma ho no so the best person obetimi adi nsema no e be na danchi boss yakon enta wo po bi a obetimi abedi adanse a Jack aha no muko ho ye adwuma na no me forest oh manager ka che say ye nko ye adwuma enti ye ko ye adwuma aha mu wura mu koye adwuma na bato aha de ya nko ene ade eti wo de ne such answers and emi attorney general na tenase hunu say as manager of a quantum mining no obetimi aboa no ewo adansidiem ama ne ma etimi akonkan ma me fa wemfamu ene so wure se wa broni ene yakoso se wa de ya abeya akoso se wa lawyer catch them say court na omo kono omo de dansini be free mensia uba santememu a amamre nyina ne beka saniti ne ho no kwa kodia dance wo court a kire say side check enye kuna e wa santememu eti aya dansidie enti ne watanse ehunu se asem ne beko yi a yese woni obi onima mamra ne amanne na otinye record akwa kye se wo ba kan mamu ana santememu a yanya onwade a wontimi nyekuna e ma ne yi and sa danse ne ba e mara asem ne di mu esipisita. This is a typical example. Manager no attorney general atanse ehunu se no court na ye kono se onu ba there are certain things bia me bisa na obetimi edi mu adanse am ehunu se ampa ebre sei adwuma instruction se omra forest no
we no wontumi na no person mu prosecute no
anya so mo person mo prosecute no emra
we na me kobusa na efo di matem no
dabi
also mu di matem na nse ba ho
sometimes I na afo ni nya abotre wo ate as ebi ya nipa na ya discuss no or ate se ono ni aid and there are certain questions bi o hono ma ebia ohwani bi enso nyaaya se de obisa nko bebisa enti aya wo munya abotre wo ye host it is up to me say me na me analysis no otuma me a me mom di nyansa ebe analysis my analysis no na mom say me to wo part na and a very very big mistake enti any question bi ade bebe wo munya abotre wo ye host and you're supposed to ask any question but me mom no mo how I will answer the question so anya se bia wo pese wo prosecute no eye mra no ana pese tema wontumi ede ne ko gina de fie ho no mo na mra no amu no ane ne di no hu se ampa wafom ho no mra no na mra no ditum se aban ne wotumi so ote nkrofo tuma ne nka wo mo court
ai chama wontumi ai wo se chama wontumi so onya adwuma na ba onya adwuma de tumi de ne ko gina court e ma no tutu na mo ko
na ye no wanti onya adwuma sa ka sa atwe wa kontaman ne wa dia back to sa wo mo nsam na wo keke kan so di brighter ti we aye court da ho abobo na fedie wono ane manager na attorney general no na aba be fa no na sofu bi class obekon 15 years na mo frefre mo ha ni ade di brighter we nyina ye court da ho abobo wo kana odifu a ensem ya abra yi betena wo ka ye ete se obi anya depression ese na dwene no nhyedensi so ade na aboni nyenye aboni pusa na wo ma na nso da ye da se MPP be lusu ama secret bi sei a efa wo mo chairman ho be pidi brighter se wo ye adwuma wo wontumi multimedia e bia nka abeti ase because ene no ono ye manager general manager na se adwuma wura akatuasam sikasam asatam no bia wo munya no mu die e bia wontumi be station wo kwa age kakra fato aduane di ene ni nyina sizi e bi kwa wo makosa month e bia wo makatua mai because mo adwuma wura nani abre ene collateral kra de opede akobeli kra wonya asa sika no de odi kokoto ye de no obedwun akatia ho and sometimes I na me no mo ya adwen kakra esanse aye wo adwuma wura na asam ya aso ato wo mo e ba sa wadwen no e change free ni party biam no I depressed na wo keka nsem bi ani kwa sa obem eti let's allow them ombego so no makeka but emra no eye emra said it to konu kan was no matter the noise you make the law is the law so law no fine ne say ampa wo bumra no so wo wura ba bia nani kwaso wura wakwa ni ani kwaso akoya nobody ene betimi akase onfa ne nkotum anase nobody ene bekase chema untumi enifo ya court no supreme court tenase anase high court tenase no omse chema untumi nifo na ba ne se chenchenchen achen oboa judge akotenase o kan asem no chema untumi difo etimi kodine kotu afiase medical catch se aban wo that to me se odin crofo tuma enka san crofo we go try wo mo kochi wana nko ko prison straight but emra a democracy kabi the law is working entini ye chiwa ni ama kwan na so afa lawyer na lawyer na ba no abe defend o ni ehun se de nipa enti obi a wokum nipa prase no ye kire mfa no ko prison straight ye man kwan ama no so pe legal team no mo be support no maka until say the law no and answer the court no ebe kase ampa udifo kona kodem nobody ene betimi de obi ato enti nya aban no ene pese wadi wuntumi tum ti we mo de jaw mo life mo e depressed ene mo depressed
quick one yeremasi yeko ebesa ba biem yakraifo nyina